Good evening, gentlemen. My brothers from Nigeria. I'm so happy to be here. My name is Nancy Kalembe Linda, the daughter of the Most High God. I am Ugandan, and my second home is Nigeria. When I was invited for this dinner, I'd been told about your school and the fact that you are celebrating 42 years since you left high school. And when I was asked to come, I thought, why would I refuse to go to a room full of handsome Nigerian men? And since we are going to be very few ladies, I thought, so there won't be too much competition, and I'm sure I won't leave this room single.
Guarantee.
So, as you've already heard, I worked for a few years in Nigeria. That's how Nigeria became my second home. And I think my passport has Ugandan and Nigerian stamps the most, because I love that place. I love the energy. I learned so much from there. I was working with Bank PHB. I lived in Lekki Phase 1, and I worked at Victoria Island. The traffic today, while I was coming here, reminded me of my trips
VI to Lekki.
VI to Lekki, so I was thinking, okay, I hope this gentleman will be patient with me. Anyway, so I have had an eventful life. I tell people that I was born in 1980, but I still celebrate 25 years every year. So if you want to know how old I am,
25.
I'm 25 years old. Anyway, so last election I ran for presidency, and I was the only female running for presidency. I was asked why. I said, I've been preparing to be the next president of Uganda since I was 14 years old.
Wow.
And our country has had muscle politics, or the gun, and we were not yet ready to have a female president. Because when you have a female president, you have a president who's going to talk, negotiate, and make sure that there's peace in the room, so that work can get done, especially for our third world countries. I believe that Africa is getting there, and as we put down the guns and start talking, it is time for Africa to have more female leaders, so that we can take care of you and mother you very well. In East Africa, we already have a Ugandan president in Tanzania who's female. West Africa is going to be a bit tougher to have a female president. Why? The men there are too strong.
Sorry, point of correction. Yeah? We already did. Liberia.
Yes. Well, you had the first female president,
yes, first, yes.
But if we're talking about Nigeria, you'd need to be very graceful to let a lady lead Nigeria, because it's a tough place.
It's a tough place.
And when people ask me how I became this stuff, I said, oh, I got baptized in Nigeria. If you can work and do business in Nigeria, you can work and do business anywhere. If you can drive in Nigeria, you can drive
anywhere in the world, yes.
So I'm happy to be here. I wrote a book, and this is my autobiography. I was asked, why am I writing an autobiography in my 40s instead of waiting for my 90s?
25.
Oh, sorry. Why am I writing
Give it away.
my autobiography at 25? And I said, because I have a lot to share, even at this age. Why? I believe that my life, the ups and downs, the challenges, the crazy, the places I've worked, the people I have met, have colored my life. They say when you watch a comedy, it is funny. But when you leave it, it is not so funny. When you watch an adventure, Oh, it's amazing. If you read an adventure, it is amazing. When you live it, it's not so amazing, is it? So my life has been an adventure. And I always said, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And make it very expensive Nigerian style. That way you become like one of the Nigerian billionaires and, you know, at least you suffered for something. So I put this book together, and yes, a number of gentlemen have read it, and it has blessed them. However, this is a masterclass for any woman who wants to learn about leadership, persistency, growth, in spite of everything. I've been blessed that in most spaces I was the only female. I was the first female to do a lot of things, and it was challenging. I have been blessed that I've had a lot of gentlemen to hold my hand. For a long time I only had male mentors, because most of the spaces I stepped into, there'd never been a woman in those spaces. And I've worked in different spaces as well. I've been in oil and gas, I've been in finance, I've been in politics. And Ugandan politics has its challenges. But I'm still standing, and I believe that a number of ladies, for those of you who have daughters, I recommend this book highly. Because whatever challenges that you face in life, there's always someone who has been there and survived. And therefore, there's nothing too difficult for human beings to survive. In my language we say, meaning that whatever does not have the ability of speech cannot be too difficult for someone who has the ability to speak. This time, I'm not just a gifted speaker. I decided to put it in a book, so that for those who can't hear me speak, at least let them read about me. And for those who have not had me cry, let them read about it and know you can cry, you can laugh, but you can get up, stand up, shine. So, the next elections, when you see my name on the Ugandan ballot paper, please keep me in your prayers. You may not vote for me, but I'll still need your moral support. Thank you very much.
So thank you very much, and well done, beautiful speech. Now, what struck me, and one of the reasons why I wanted I wanted her to come speak with us, but like I said to her, and I'm repeating it again, because automatically I bought a book on that day. I promised to buy a book, and I paid for it today. Was the fact that as a parent, you know, one was to support the cause. I was highly impressed by, you know, they say he who dares wins. And there's another saying that says fortune favors the brave. And just hearing a little bit about her, and I read the back of the book, and I thought, look, if it's anything that I can do to show, I mean, we went out today, we gave money to homeless children, and that's because it's a charity for homeless children. And that's because also we have it in us to say, look, God has blessed us in many ways in our journeys through life. And sometimes, let me also speak my language, in Yolasho, meaning that the people at the cloth, when they cover you in your body, and I just would encourage you to support her in any way that you can. Buy a book, buy two. I bought this for my daughter. She's 32, she's going on in life, and I feel that she's getting to that area of her life where she's thinking, you know, should I take the step to marry? Should I continue with career? Should I continue with this? And it's important to hear stories, African stories. I don't want her to hear white people's stories only. I want her to hear an African woman's perspective of growing up, an African woman's perspective of how she's overcoming those kind of challenges. And that's why I would recommend. How much are these books? 100,000 Ugandan shillings. This is soft cover. Is that for the soft cover? How much is 100,000 in dollars, Ejo?
Shillings.
$28. Seriously?
Yeah.
$28. So this is what it costs. You know, get a book, bless someone with it, even if you're not going to read it. In blessing someone with it, you are encouraging her. Okay? and that's why she's here today. She's got copies of her book here, but she's still going to sit down here and enjoy the evening with us. Everyone, and you can take her on. The Buffett Passy.